welcome to this short chair yoga sequence, about 15-16 minutes long. So I hope you find it helpful and enables you to do a little bit of practice at home. So we're going to start by sitting on our chair, preferably a chair without any arms, so that doesn't get in your way and impede you while you're perhaps twisting to the side. But if you've only got a chair with arms, obviously that's absolutely fine. We're going to start just by settling back into our chair for a moment, just to settle and arrive in our space. So draw the shoulders up towards the ears, taking them down the back of the body. Resting the arms on the lap or down by the sides of you. Let's just close down the eyes, rest the feet firmly on the floor. Perhaps if your feet don't quite reach the floor, or you want to feel the feet a little bit higher, you can place them on a block or on books or something like that, just to lift them up slightly. We want the ankles to be under the knees, so you feel nicely grounded and supported. So just start to bring your attention to your breath, noticing the inhale and the exhale. Exhale through the mouth. And each time you inhale, perhaps just feel the belly inflate very slightly. As you exhale, just feel it soften and flatten. Trying to keep our breath nice and smooth, so the inhale and the exhale are about the same sort of length. Just check in with your posture, making sure you're sitting up nice and tall. Crown of the head's coming up towards the ceiling, shoulders are back and down. 2 more breaths. We just very gently blink the eyes open. We're going to start with some seated cat and cow. So you might just want to shuffle forwards very slightly on your chair, bringing the feet forwards again so the knees just over the ankles. And then we're going to start with some cat and cow. So we start by inhaling. We draw the chest forwards. Gaze comes up very slightly. Feel that arch through the spine. Exhale, we round the spine. Shoulders might come up slightly. Draw the belly in. Inhale. Gazing up slightly. Draw the chest forwards. Shoulders nicely down, away from the ears. Exhale, round through the back of the body. If you prefer, you can have your hands on the side of the chair when you're doing this. Choice is yours. Let's do 2 more. Inhale to come forwards. Exhale, we round. Draw the belly in, last one of each. Inhale, we come forwards. Exhale. Inhale, come back to an upright seated position. We're going to bring the hands down by the sides of the body. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Bring the palms together. Draw the shoulders down so they're away from the ears. Inhale here, make yourself nice and tall. Exhale, we're going to draw the hands down, bending at the elbows, broadening through the chest, gazing up very slightly. Take a breath here. Next inhale, bring the arms all the way back up. Exhale. Imagine you're kind of drawing your arms through some treacle, so it's really quite tricky. So you've got that resistance as you're bringing the arms down to the cactus position. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, we lower. Inhale up. Exhale, we lower. Well done. Perhaps just release the arms for a moment. Roll through the shoulders, because we're going to come to eagle arms to stretch out through the shoulders a little bit more, but it might be a bit much if we hold them up continuously. So we're going to inhale, bring the arms out at shoulder height, palms facing forwards. We're then going to exhale, bring the arms round in front of you, cross at the elbows, so the right arm's over my left, bend at the elbows. Bring the palms together or the backs of the hands together, or just grab hold of a finger, whatever you want to do in terms of just clasping together. If that isn't comfortable, you can just hug yourself around the shoulders, lift up the elbows very slightly, and you'll still feel that stretch through the shoulder blades. So come into eagle arms, drawing away the elbows away from the chest. Let's take 3 deep breaths here with our arms out in front of us. You might be able to gaze through that small gap between the wrists. You should feel a deep stretch through the back of the shoulders here, still sitting up nice and tall. And after 3 breaths, we're just going to lift the elbows very slightly. Exhale, we're going to soften. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we soften. Last time. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we soften. Lovely. Let's slowly release the arms, bring them down by the sides of the body. Let's do a little bit roll through the shoulders one more time. We're going to do that on the other side. So we're going to inhale, bring the arms all the way up. Exhale, fold them, or not fold them, sorry, bring them across the body the other way this time. So my left arm's on top of my right. You're then going to bring the backs of the hands together, or the palms together, or just grab hold of a finger, or you can give yourself a hug. Make sure there's a gap between the elbows and the chest again, just so you feel a greater stretch. Take 3 breaths, just gazing through the gap between the wrists. So still sitting up nice and tall, shoulders drawn away from the ears. Last breath. On the next inhale, we're just going to lift the elbows very slightly. Exhale, we just soften down. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we soften. Last one. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we soften. Carefully release the hands. Release the arms down by the sides of the body. Give the shoulders a little bit of a roll. Bring the palms to face forwards. Again, just make sure your ankles are under your knees, so the knees are nicely aligned. Inhale, we're going to bring the arms all the way up. Exhale, we're going to drop the right hand down. We're going to reach the left arm up, and we're just going to tip to the side. Take a breath here. Make sure your left hip's still on the chair, you've not lifted it. Inhale, bring the right arm back up. Exhale, left arm comes down to the side. We reach, we stretch to the left hand side. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale. Reach the left arm up towards the sky. Reach the right fingers down towards the floor. Keep that left hip grounded in the chair. Breathe. Inhale. Right arm comes up, left hand drops. Right fingers towards the ceiling, left fingers towards the floor. Feel that stretch down the right hand side of the body. Keep the right hip grounded on the chair. Make sure it's not lifting. Last time each side. Inhale, left arm comes up. Right arm comes down. Reach in both directions. See if you can just tilt slightly further to the right hand side, maybe without lifting that left hip. Draw that right shoulder away from the ear. Inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, left arm comes down, right arm reaches all the way up. Again, see if you can just tip very slightly, a bit further towards the left. Keep breathing. Inhale, both arms come all the way up. Exhale, bring them all the way down towards the sides of the body. Roll through the shoulders. We bring our palms to heart center. So bring the palms towards the chest. Gently press the fingertips and the backs of the fingers together. Draw the shoulders down the back of the body. Take a breath here. We're going to come to a little twist here. So we're going to inhale. Bring the arms all the way up. Exhale, we're going to twist to the right hand side. So my left hand's going to come to the outside of my right knee. My right hand's just going to come to the back of the chair. I'm just going to twist very gently through my torso, my right shoulder's away from my ear. Just going to take a breath here. As I inhale, bring the arms up, reach the fingers towards the sky. Exhale, come to the left. Right hand to the outside left knee. Left hand comes behind me. Might come to the side of the chair, might come a bit further back. Choice is yours. Make sure you're comfortable and it's not too much of a stretch. Inhale. Once more each side. Take it to the right hand side. Going to hold it for 3 breaths this time. With each exhale, just see whether you can twist a little bit further. Might only be a smidgen. See if you can just take it a little bit deeper. Inhale, reach the fingers up towards the ceiling. Exhale, we take it to the left. Right hand to the left thigh. Left arm comes behind us. We twist, we take 3 breaths. Last one. Inhale, reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring the hands back down through heart center. Take a breath. We're then going to widen the legs a bit. So we're actually going to just drop the hands for a moment. We're going to come to the side of our chair so we can open out through the legs. So we're opening out through the hips. Just going to come to a bit of a side stretch here. So you might want to move your bottom a bit more towards the corner of the chair. Draw the shoulders down the back of the body again so you're nice and tall. Spine is long, crown of the head coming up towards the ceiling for now. We're going to inhale, bring the arms all the way up, creating length through the back of the body. Exhale, we're going to bring the right arm to the right shin, I was going to say thigh, and reach the left arm over. So it's another side stretch. You can bring the right arm down if you want to, perhaps on the inside or the outside of the leg. Choice is yours, but you might find it more comfortable with a hand on the thigh. Inhale, come back through center. We swap sides, left arm to left thigh. Reach the right arm all the way over. Keeping the feet grounded, keeping the right hip on the floor, keep the left shoulder away from the ears. See if you can gaze up slightly towards those top fingers. Feel that lovely stretch down the right hand side of the body, all the way from the fingertips all the way down to your hips. Inhale one more time each side. Take it to the right, left arm comes all the way up. Reach those fingers away. Gaze can come up towards the fingers if that's comfortable. You should feel a bit of an opening through the hips and through the inner thigh here as well, because we've got our legs slightly wider. Last time. Come back through center. Take it to the left hand side. Reach those fingers away. Gaze can come up towards the ceiling, towards those top fingers. Inhale, come up through center, roll through the shoulders. Lovely. We're going to inhale. We're going to forward fold. So we're going to come forwards. We're going to hinge from the hips. We're going to bring hands to the floor or to a block. And we're just going to hang here for a moment. You'll probably feel a slightly deeper opening through the hips as you come forwards. You can either let the head hang, or if you're not comfortable with that and you feel a bit dizzy, you can just keep the head in line with the spine. So keeping the neck in line. Just gazing forwards very slightly, draw up a little bit through the belly. Take another breath here. And let's very carefully bring the hands to the thighs. We're going to walk the feet back together to come back where we started from. And then we're going to hug the right knee in towards the chest. So sitting up nice and tall, hug the right knee in, give it a squeeze. And then we're just going to do some ankle circles here while we're hugging the right knee in. Keep the shoulders down, can circle the ankle in either direction to start with. We're going both ways anyway, so it doesn't matter. Take it the other way. Nice and slowly, there's no rush. Lovely. Now I'm going to come to a figure 4 stretch here, so I'm going to give you a couple of options. So keep the foot still. We're going to bring the right ankle over the left thigh. So that's option number 1. So we're looking for a hip opening through the right side of the body. You can walk the left foot away a bit, which will give you a bit more space. Or if that really isn't comfortable, you can just cross over at the ankle. The key thing is we want this right hip to be open. So trying to get it as open as you can. So either crossing at the ankle over the thigh or crossing at the ankles and making sure the hip's open. So whatever works for you. Try and keep sitting up nice and tall while you're here initially. You will feel a stretch through the right hip. It's quite a strong stretch. Sit up nice and tall, close down the eyes. Let's just take 2 breaths. Try and breathe into that stretch. So if it feels tight, just send your breath to that area of tightness. See if you can soften a little bit. As we exhale, we're just going to see if we can lean forward. It's a tiny weeny touch, and you'll see even if you come forward a millimetre or 2, it'll just accentuate that feeling, that sensation through the right hip. Try and stick with it if you can. Wherever your leg is, try and stick with it. One more breath. Slowly sit yourself up, release the leg to the floor. You might want to just pedal out a bit through the feet, or you might just want to windscreen wipe through the legs if the hips are feeling a bit tight. And then we're going to come to hug the left knee in towards the chest. So bring the left knee in, squeeze it in, sitting up nice and tall. I'm going to do some ankle circles here, nice and slowly like before, no rush. Really good for just mobilising through the ankle joint. Take it in the other direction. Draw those shoulders down away from the ears. And just check in with your face. Make sure you're not holding any tension through the jaw or through the forehead. Try and relax the face. And then bring the foot to stillness. We're going to do exactly the same, our figure 4. So we're going to bring the left ankle onto the right thigh. Again, you can walk the right leg away from you to get a bit more space. Or you can just cross over at the ankle to open out through the hip in another way, if that's better for you. This side's tighter for me, so I've got my knees higher on this side. So sit up nice and tall. I feel like I've slumped back slightly, so I'm going to sit up nice and tall. Try not to grab hold of the leg too tightly, just hold it loosely. Shoulders drawn down. Let's take 2 or 3 breaths here. Again, just send that breath into that area of tightness. Try not to hold your breath. Try and embrace the opening through the hip. And on the next exhale again, we're just going to come forward very slightly. Now I've got less space to come forwards on this side. But even just by coming forward a tiny weeny bit, I can feel more through my hip. Another couple of breaths. And then bring yourself up to seat, up to an upright position. Slowly release that foot, bring it down to the floor. Again, perhaps take the feet a bit wider and just rock the knees gently from side to side. You might want to come a bit further forward on the chair if that feels better. It gives you a bit more space. And then we're going to walk the feet back in, making sure we're sitting upright. Maybe scooch back slightly on your chair now. Ankles under the knees. We're going to come to do a little forward fold here. So we're going to inhale, let's bring the arms all the way up. Exhale, we're going to fold, so we're going to bring the chest down onto the thighs. We're going to bring the arms out in front of us In fact, we're going to walk our feet a bit wider. We're going to bring the arms inside. We're going to hold on to opposite elbows. I just want you to let the upper body hang heavy here. So try and relax the upper body, relax the head. If the head's not good being down towards the floor and you feel a bit dizzy, just bring it up very slightly. Just want you to breathe here. Just tuning back into the breath, tuning back into the body. Drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Perhaps just noticing any sensations through your body. How are you feeling having done those stretches? One more breath. On the next inhale, very carefully walk yourself back up. Roll through the shoulders. Then you're going to widen the legs again and come to another wide leg forward fold. Perhaps scooching a bit further forward. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, we fold again, bringing the arms all the way inside the legs. Perhaps bring them to the floor, bring them to a block, or if you're not comfortable with that, you can bring them to the thighs, keeping the head in line or the neck in line with the spine. You should still feel an opening through these inner thighs wherever you are. Push into the ground through both feet. Take 3 breaths here. Last one. Slowly roll yourself up, bring the hands to the thighs. Bring yourself up. Walk the feet back in, about hip distance apart. Lovely. We're going to do a little tricep stretch. So we're going to bring the right arm all the way up and we're going to take the hand down the back of the body. We're then going to bring the left arm up, hold on to our right elbow and just encourage it back a little bit so the right hand goes a little bit further down the back of the body. We're going to hold it here for 3 breaths. So you should feel a stretch down the back of your arm. Can be quite an intense stretch. Try and bear with it if you can. Last breath. Inhale, let's release both arms up. Interlace the fingers, push the palms up towards the sky. Draw the shoulders down. Another breath here. Let's swap sides. So exhale, left arm comes all the way down behind the body, right arm comes up, holds onto the elbow, encourages that left hand a little bit further down the back. Breathe here. One more breath. Well done. Inhale. Both arms come up, interlace the fingers, push them towards the ceiling. Ooh, take a couple of breaths. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands all the way down. Roll those shoulders back. Lovely, well done. I'm going to come to a little bit of neck stretching or neck relaxation. So we're going to inhale here. Exhale, bring the chin towards the chest. Inhale again at the centre. Exhale, we're going to start to circle the neck round to the right hand side. Take it all the way back nice and slowly to the right. Back where we started to centre. Round we go, nice and slowly. No rush. One more time. All the way around. Next time when you get back to centre, you're going to change direction. So take it all the way to the left, behind you, around to the right, back to centre. 2 more times. Nice and slowly. You might be able to feel some areas of tightness in the neck. hold a lot of tension through our shoulders and through our neck. Once you've done your 2 more, bring the chin back to the chest. Inhale, we're going to look all the way up towards the ceiling, stretching through the front of the neck here. Take 2 or 3 breaths, draw those shoulders down. One more breath. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the head back through centre. Let's take the head to one side and then the other just briefly before we finish. Inhale at the centre. Exhale right ear to right shoulder. Just feel that stretch down the left hand side of the neck. You can bring the left arm out if you wish. Reach it away. See if you can get a slightly greater stretch. Find the right point for you. Inhale, take the arm back a little bit. Exhale, bring it forwards. Inhale. Exhale, one more. Inhale. Exhale. Release that hand down. Slowly bring the head back through centre. We swap sides. Inhale at centre. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Bring the right arm out. Inhale, take it away. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale, draw in. Release the arm. Bring the neck back through centre. Roll through the shoulders. Let's hug the right knee back in. Take a breath here. Hug it in nice and tight. Release. Hug the left knee in. Nice and tight. And let's just walk the feet up onto tiptoes. So inhale to bring the feet up onto tiptoes. Lift the heels. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, come up. Exhale, we lower. Check in with your posture. Make sure you're away from the back of the chair. Shoulders are away from the ears. 2 more times. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we lower. Place the feet flat on the floor. Arms down by the sides of the body. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down through heart centre. One more time. Inhale. Bring the palms together, gently pressing the fingertips and the backs of the fingers together. Exhale, draw the hands down through heart centre. Close the eyes for a moment. Let's take 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, last time. Close our practice just by lowering the forehead towards the fingertips. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. I hope you found that short chair sequence beneficial. I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.